Hey everybody, Josh here with a look at another Star Wars toy. And today we're going to do an unboxing video. Today we're going to unbox a Black Series from the Titanium Series line. This is Darth Vader. So let's take this guy over to my toy studio and rip it open. Let's do it. Alright everybody, here we are taking a look at a Star Wars The Black Series from the Titanium line. This is a 40th anniversary edition figure, and this is Darth Vader from Episode 4, A New Hope. And we're going to unbox this guy today, but before we get that far, I want to take the box and spin it around a little bit. Let's take a look at it. And so, of course, you have some nice artwork on one side of Vader, some stormtroopers, Death Star, and TIE fighters. And here on the back, you have a picture of the rest of the line and a little description of Darth Vader, and I'll go ahead and read that real quick. Once a heroic Jedi Knight, Darth Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force, became a Sith Lord, and led the Empire's eradication of the Jedi Order. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. And for those of you who are familiar with the Black Series line, you'll know most of them are numbered, and this is number 1 of the Titanium series. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. I want to see this guy. I'm dying to... I think out of the first 5 they produced, this is probably my favorite. I think he has the coolest pose, and this lightsaber thing is really cool. I'll show that to you guys. This is really neat. So let's open him up here. They did something with these lightsabers I've never seen. Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan figure has one as well. I've never seen with any other figure. Whoa. That is cool. Okay, you see that? Look at how big that is. That is awesome. So the lightsaber, wow, that is impressive. He comes with 2 of them, as you can see, but one of them is, it's taped in here pretty good. One of them has this giant, what I would call a light trail behind it. And I know they never looked like this in the movie or anything like that, but this is cool. More of this, Hasbro, please. This is cool. So, obviously, it's supposed to look like he's taking a big swing with it. Maybe it's the death blow of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maybe that's why it's so dramatic. So, alright. So let's look a little bit closer here. And so he is taped in here and rubber banded in pretty good. Okay, here. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, nice. They got the cape through the package. That's always fun. I always wondered how they do that. How do they get those things in there like that? Okay, let's see here. And there is a rubber band around his waist I'm trying to get. There we go. And one other thing you'll see, what you might be looking at, it comes with these 4 little pegs here. And that is so he can be positioned on the little stand he comes with. I'll show you guys that in a second. Let's try and get him out of here. Wow. This cape is really big. Okay. Wow. Okay. Alright, there he is. I'll get these rubber bands out here. Okay, so for those of you who may not know, what you're looking at is a figure that is part metal and part plastic, kind of like, oops, you're not looking at anything because my hand's in the way. I'm trying to get these little pegs out real quick. But the figure itself is part metal and part plastic, kind of like the real Darth Vader, even though Darth Vader is not real. But anyway, moving on, here's what one of the little pegs looks like. And so these are for standing the figure on a stand. We'll get to that in a second, like I said. But here we go. Very cool. And no, the helmet does not come off. I'm already checking. And I think the cape is... No, it is removable. Okay, I didn't think it would be, but it is. We'll take it off for a second here, unless I just broke it, which I don't think I did, because it looks like there's little pegs in there. But here's what he looks like up close. And I did bend his lightsaber a little bit. I'm horrible. We'll get it straightened out. But as I was saying, part of the figure is plastic and part of him is metal. So what you have here is his head is plastic, his arms are plastic, the cape, both parts of his cape, the back part, or the big part that comes off his back, and the lower part that is attached to his waist are plastic. And the bottom's a little bit stiffer than this one. This one has a little bit of flexibility to it. But you can see how big it is. It's very flowing and dramatic. I like it. Very cool. And so once again, his arms are plastic. The lightsaber is plastic, both of them, even the one with the light trail. And his legs and body are actually metal. So let's check out his movements real quick here. So on his head, you have a little up and down tilt and side to side. And they got the colors very accurate, because if you are familiar with episode 4 at all, you know the mask in episode 4 is not completely black. There's a little bit of, the eyes have a little bit of light tinting to it compared to some of the other versions of the mask. And they got that very accurate. As you can see, the eyes are kind of a brown to them. And so you get up and down and side to side movement with the head. And on the arms, you have up and down movement this way, but if you look close, you'll see, because he's wearing shoulder pads on his armor, it kind of restricts how far you can go up. So that's about as far as his arm goes up. But then you can spin it and rotate it. And as you can see, he's got a like force choke grip on his left hand, and you can rotate the hand at where the glove is. That's like a actual rotating joint. And then same thing on this arm. You got up and down, but limited due to the shoulder pad. And then you can rotate the hand. And then you have waist movement on him. And that is it. His legs do not move. His boots do not move. He is officially stuck in that pose, except for his arms and his head. And then let's see here. If you look at the cape, here, let's see if we can get this thing back on him. It has two little pegs on it, on the bottom here, on the where it attaches to his shoulders. And if you look at his shoulders, right under his helmet there, you'll see there's little holes for the cape. So let's see if we can get this thing back on here. I was kind of wondering about that. Okay. So it snaps back in, but it does appear to be a little bit loose. But it looks like the helmet actually kind of helps hold it into position. So, I mean, if you see, it's got a little flappiness to it, but it stays on there. So, of course, we have to check out the lightsaber and see here. Okay, so here's what his lightsaber looks like up close, the handle. And then, of course, you have and I did bend it a little bit. There's an idea for you. How about a curved blade lightsaber? We haven't seen that yet. Okay. But then you have, of course, this massive... I like it, really like it. But the handles are the same on these two lightsabers. But of course the blades are different, and the blades do not come out. They're permanently stuck in there. But let's see if he can actually hold on to this massive thing. That is so cool. Whoom, whoom. I know you want to make a lightsaber sound, don't you? Just to show you the whole figure again with the cape on, so you guys can get a kind of an idea of what it looks like. Anyway, that is cool. I love that lightsaber effect. Love it. Okay, so the other thing you get with this figure here is you get this little display stand, and it is just a cardboard backer with a little plastic frame, and then you have a base that has the holes in it, and that's what these little pegs are for. You insert the pegs into the bottom of the figure's feet, and then you can insert them on the stand, and it helps them stay on there. And so then the other thing you have is the backer plate. The backing image actually comes off, and it is reversible. So you flip it over, and there's the image that was on the box, but it's like foil stamped. It's black and white with a metallic look to it. And just so you can kind of get a clear image again, what it looks like. This is what the image is, but it's a little bit easier to see on the box there. So. And if you wanted to, the other option, there's actually a third option. You can just, it stays on there very well. You can just take it off and put him on the stand with nothing. And I'm sure some people will do that. And you can see it has the Star Wars logo on it there. But today we're going to keep the image on it. And this is a picture of a hallway in the Death Star. If you're not familiar with that, but all right, now let's see if we can get some of these pegs in here. So there's holes in the bottom of his feet, like most 3 3/4 figures, and you put the pegs in his feet. Oh, come on, there we go, and then they do not always want to stay. Let's try another one. Alright, so then you want to put the figure and line up his feet with 2 of the holes. And there you go. That is what he looks like on the stand. And yeah, I can't get enough of that lightsaber. I love that. Alright guys, that's it. One more look at him. And there he is, everybody. From the Black Series, the Titanium line. This is a 40th anniversary Darth Vader figure. And thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Bye.